Hey, what's up, people? Matty D here from the Black, helping you achieve emotional and physical well-being. Which, by the way, reminds me, I need to do a video on like running or health, or physical health at least, besides the emotional aspect. I haven't done that. So, anyways, today I'm gonna talk to you about dealing with a passive-aggressive mom. Not so much dad. The mom thing, someone finally commented. I appreciate you, whoever you are, about doing more stuff on mothers and. I'm gonna stick with that. Do more on that. I also want to not leave out the people who dealing with difficult fathers, because that still sucks too. But the mother thing seems to be resonating with you guys most, and I think it's because in our society you don't hear about it as much. If anything you do, it's rare. Only because you hear about the mom got hooked on drugs or something, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, you don't hear about it because even if the mom does have issues, people still tell you to, well, forgive her anyway and just deal with it because that's your mom. It's like, what the fuck? Which I think I might do a video on that, but anyway, so passive-aggressive mothers. My mother is passive-aggressive, so I have very good experience in this arena. And here's the thing about passive-aggressive mothers. If you've been trying to work with them, here's been my experience. It's this. If you continue to interact with, what I learned from my own mother, and it took me years. It took years to realize this until my father pointed it out. By interacting with her over and over again, all I got was the same bullshit for me. Same bullshit. And by that I mean frustration, feeling hurt, feeling rejected, resentment, not wanting to do shit with her because it was like I'm just trying to I want to get a different result by doing the same shit by continuing to interact with her. And the thing is that if you continue to do this with someone who's passive aggressive, honestly, you never win. You'll never get what you want. So you have to do things completely different, and different. And one thing I can suggest to you is this: before you interact with your mother on this, take some time and sit the fuck down and write out the cycle that happens. You need to do that. Here's why. Because you cannot see the forest through the trees. You have to, or help someone else do this for you. It's like pick your ass up and see things from a higher view, from a distance, where you go, oh shit, this is why. Seriously, sit the fuck down and map out like the emotions you feel, the cycle, what you do, what she says, what you do, how that makes you feel, and literally it can be a circle. Once you map that out, and start with in these ways, start with how you feel, okay, and then look at actually you can start with what your mom does, how it makes you feel, what you do when she does, how that make you feel, and over and over again, and everyone's blown my phone in the video now, perfect timing. So you do the cycle and write down what you do, how to react, how you feel, and then what you do from that. Always sticking with that pattern. What you do, or what they do, how you react, how that makes you feel, and you'll see the circle, and you're gonna go, oh shit, okay. So once you see what you're doing, then you can take yourself out of it and go, how do I want to interact with this person? Passive-aggressive people say things that pisses you off. It is the most annoying things. They'll say shit to you, or in my mom's case, they cut you off and don't say anything, and they do that and attempt to draw you in, and it makes you go. And here, if your mom does like my mom does, you have to look at that and go, okay, you gotta stop. Ask her this question. You gotta stop and go, how do I want to respond to this, and what's gonna be best for me? How do I want to respond to this? Not react, respond, and what's best for me, okay? And you want to do that because the easiest thing that'll happen to you is that if you do not take a step back and look at this shit, it is real fucking easy. Take it right back in the same fucking pattern that you've been doing for years, and because that pattern is subconscious, you'll get right back into it without realizing it. And tap me a couple times, you'll slip and go, oh shit, and it's difficult, but you can do it. But you have to consciously be aware of think about what you're doing, what they're saying, everything else. And so you literally have to change the way you're acting with this person and do things different. If you want to reach out and say something to them, fine, do that. But the instant it goes back to the same bullshit you're doing, so it goes, stop. How do I want to respond to this? What's best for me? For me, because it's not about you, it's about them. And it's also about helping you like regain your sanity and healing and making sure you're good, making sure that you're good with you. And also resolving emotions that come up from that cycle, anything else that comes up. By simply breathing and feeling them out. That's all it is. And so my mother, if your mother's like mine, will they'll just cut your ass off and like not talk to you until they may see you in person, if they choose to see you or whatever. Take the time to work on yourself, do what you got to do, forgive them, love them, and then, you know, if you want to reach out, send cards or whatever, that's it. But you don't want to talk to them, you don't have to, you got to do what's best for you, you know. And it's not the easiest thing to deal with, but it's almost like abuse, where it's like you want to talk to them, so fine, fuck it, but like you don't have to do that. My suggestion is this: if you want to reach out to them, do so. But if you choose to deal with them again, you're going to do things different. You're going to put some fucking boundaries or rules to say, okay, if this continues or she does this, I'm going to do this, and then she does this, I'm going to do this. Whatever the rules are, like make the rules in your favor. Okay, again, what's best for you. This way you can be happy about, feel good about what it is you're doing, versus getting into this cycle of crap where you annoy yourself. Like if they call you, your mom calls you and she says things like that just piss you off. How about not picking up the phone? My dad told me this years ago. My mom would call and this is before her and I like had a huge breakaway, like a huge split up. She'd call me. I'd be like, God damn it, I don't want to pick up the phone. I'd be instantly pissed. And my dad said, you want to pick up the phone? And I went, yeah, right, I don't. So I'd stop picking up the phone less. If I don't want to speak to her, fuck that. I'll call her when I call her. You know? It's funny, and when you do that, people go, it's your mom call. I'm like, you don't get it. I have to fucking deal with her. So, and if you're living with a parent like this is a little tough. It's a little tough. You're going to have to make a plan to get the fuck out of the house as soon as possible, because if you continue to deal with this person, you're going to have to do things different. And they kick you out, have a plan. If you're living with them right now, have a plan that in case they kick you out while you're trying to get out, you have somewhere to go. I would suggest this. But start doing things for you and saying, no, I'm not going to deal with this. And they don't talk to you, let them not talk to you. That's their problem. Because at the end of the day, as you work through this shit, the emotional stuff, and do things better for you, you'll feel better, you'll be happier, you'll be healthier, while they will continue to hurt themselves and they'll just get worse. Like, that's the truth. But it's the toughest thing, I tell you right now, to not go back in the same pattern that you did before, and you be consciously aware. And the best way I found to do it is to stop and ask yourself this 2 questions. What are they? Repeat after me. They are... Just kidding. The 2 questions are: 1, how do I want to respond to this? 2, what is best for me? If you do that, you'll stop. And I don't care if you have to ask yourself those questions a million fucking times, but you'll save yourself from so much bullshit. It's not even funny. You know, right now my mom and I start talking. I've reached out to her, I've said things because I'm saying things for my own benefit. And so there's still some things with her I'm working through, but as I work through that, I can come back to you and say, I've been here, here's what I did, here's what you got to do, and, you know, be there for my peoples, my YouTube fan, you know. So I can't talk today, or in this video, whatever, to go back over everything, in conclusion, or in review, when someone's passive aggressive, you got to break the cycle. Break the goddamn cycle. And how do you break it? We have to become aware of it and see it for what it is. Do the pattern, do the exercise I said, where it's like you start with the thing that causes you that pain, that annoyance, whatever, and then write down your reaction. How does that make you feel? And then write down what do you do after that and what they do. It may not be in that order, but that's what you want to do, and see for what it is, and then answer the questions like, how do I want to respond to this, and what works best for me, and make a decision that you're going to handle this different, not differently. Different, completely different, that's going to make you happy, where you can go, oh, I'm okay. Because guess what? This may be your mom, but guess what? She's still a fucking human being like you and I are. Like, you gotta stop seeing them as mom and dad. Like, they're still your mom and dad, and they don't change, but it's a parent. It's a human being. That's what you gotta take that shit out. And then, as the emotions come up, the anger and stuff that they do that pisses you off, breathe and feel that shit out. I'm telling you, when you do, it won't phase you. You're gonna be like, whatever, I don't care anymore, and they're gonna be like, what? And here's the thing. I'll say this. This is my warning to everybody. When you start taking care of yourself when it comes to your parent, your mother, or dad, in this case, with someone who's passive aggressive, there's a good chance that they're gonna say that they will say that you don't respect them, which is annoying as fuck to hear. And it's also fucking stupid. And it's like, I don't respect you after you may have tried to work with them for so many years, but the instant you stop, they're like, you don't respect me. And you have to take yourself out of that and go, no, I respect you. That's just them in their own world of what they think respect is, which is completely delusional and crap. That's their version. And the thing is, you gotta let them have that. You may not like hearing that, but let them have that shit, because you realize that they, when they say that, when you take yourself out of interacting, you'll see that version that they have of respect just causes them more pain that they continue to bring on themselves. And it's funny to see that. So keep that in mind. That when you start doing it, when you break away, as I like to say, and you start taking care of yourself, they will probably be like, you don't respect me. In my mom's position, he doesn't respect me because I refuse to deal with her bullshit and tolerate what she does. I'm not doing it anymore. Works for me. It's not really work for you because she refuses to work with me and do things different. She won't. It's funny. So if your mom's like that, or there's some shit that piss you off, say things to you, not talk to you, you gotta take a step back and say, I'm not doing this shit anymore. Last thing I'll say, and I'll end it with this saying. My dad told me this. Just because someone throws a ball at you does not mean you have to play catch. I'll say that again. Just because someone throws the ball at you does not mean you have to play catch. So your mother says something to you or doesn't cut you off, they're throwing that ball of bullshit, you can step aside, watch it fall to the ground and go, nah, fuck that, and walk away and do what's best for you. When you do that, it's going to piss them the fuck off the most. And that's their problem, not yours. So, I hope this helped you, whoever you are watching this. I love you. Like this video. Comment. Let me know your thoughts are. Say some shit. Feedback. And then subscribe if you're new watching this. I got more stuff for you. I love you. And look, I take donations in Bitcoin, PayPal. If you want a coaching session with me, free one. My details, contact details are below. Appreciate you. Love you. Get in the black. Deuces.